A new season for new art, new creativity, new laughs, new stories, and of course, the Media Prince. I welcome you. Conversations with the Media Prince.
Nike boy.
What's going on, y'all? You're here with your boy, the Media Prince, for another episode of Conversations with the Media Prince. Now, this king right here, I was privy to already interview him a few seasons ago with him and his twin brother, but this brother has done it's just been such growth with him, right? And I always say that this guy right here is the pure example of what consistency looks like, okay? So he's a talented artist, a social media superstar because they love him on here, entrepreneur, manager, and so many other hats that you guys don't even know about, but we are going to talk about him here. The one, the only, Flex Cartel.
Thank you. I appreciate that, bro. I might need you to do my intros when I go do my shows because you just made it.
Hey.
Yeah, you did that phenomenal.
But when I say that, I mean it in the truest way because we have been in the game for a while. So we know what it looks like to see artists come and go, and they come and go. You have been really consistent in not only staying relevant, but also looking relevant and actually putting out relevant music.
Yeah.
And that is very hard to do, and especially from this area because they like to just toss away artists when they're not as what they deem, hot at the moment. But you've been able to really find a window that keeps you always relevant, and it's also, I say, your consistency is something to also be studied because a lot of artists need that. What would you say so far, because there's been so much growth from, and I'm gonna make sure I put the link below so y'all can catch the first interview and then see the growth to now. But you've been so many new places, you've seen so many new faces, you've done so much new things. What would you say is your key to your consistency?
God.
Hey, hey, there it is. Y'all, I hope y'all, as y'all viewing this, y'all wrote that down because there it is right there.
You know what I'm saying? Of course, I pray. I have to take action on the prayers that I pray about, but God is the one that's making everything come full circle. You know how they say, um, be specific when you pray and you talk to God. You know, I pray to God for relevancy. I pray to God to stay consistent, to stay humble, to stay like on a motor where I could just grind and don't feel like I ever have to be too big headed wherever I've grown or gone to. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So
I will say this too, and I want to ask you, where does this come from? We never see Flex Cartel have a bad day. Your energy just always seems good. You get what I'm saying? Like it's all I've never, and I've been around a lot of people that are in the same, space that you are in, and you can tell when they're having bad days or things of that nature. It's always good times, positivity, and just vibes.
yeah.
How do you stay there?
I feel like when I go out and the more I've become Flex Cartel, understand what my mission is in life, I understand that it's not about me. And if I came out, sometimes I might have a bad day because I am human. But just because I have a bad day doesn't mean I need to project that energy to other people who expect to have a good day around me.
I hope y'all all took a pen and paper and wrote that down because some people need to know. And I think that's also, too, a testament of why you're doing so well because you understand business versus personal. And that's, speaking of business, since I mentioned that, you are responsible for so many people now. And that's the beautiful thing about growing as an artist when you become the brand that now supports other people because you're the marquee. Um, How does that work? How does that work? And what does that feel like knowing that Flex Cartel is now an entity that now is responsible for feeding a lot of people?
It's a great accomplishment, and I'm so grateful to God. I prayed for these things. I didn't know they was gonna come like this, and to be here now, it comes with a lot of responsibility.
Mm,
So, as bright as it might be, just as much hard work has to go into it.
mm.
So I feel like it's only gonna get bigger and bigger from here. So I just gotta buckle down and just be prepared for what else is to come next for real.
I love that. I love that. And what would you say that that adds to your creativity now? Like because I know from years ago to now, your music palette has really grown, and you really get to see your artistry in new ways than you ever thought before. Creatively, where are you?
Creatively, I'm probably about to drop an R&B project. They about to get Flex Van draws. And y'all know me as a rapper. My music elements and growth in music for live instrumentation and my music and stuff is growing so much. And me tapping into my roots. I used to do reggae records back then, but like now I'm getting more in tune with it. And it's like I feel like now it's coming through my soul. At first, the
Mm,
music was an idea that I loved, but now I feel like it's coming through my soul.
I like that. Y'all hear that coming through the soul. So what does that zoning in look like in the studio? Where do you go?
I'm a dreamer, bro. I start to dream. I just start to dream. I start to think like if I'm performing in front of a festival or a stadium in front of people, and I start to also like envision like, hey, if I say this line, will uh I want the girls in the club to like sing it with their friends. I want the people in the car
Mm,
to be riding with their homeboys and feel like those are the things I dream about while I'm making these songs. Because I really all the records that I make now or you've heard recently, I ain't writing under them. I just went in there in the booth, and those is all off of just me like going in and just slowly but surely building the song, knocking out
ooh.
like so.
So tell us that. What is that experience like from going in there and just freestyling a dream
Mhm.
versus writing on the paper? What are those different experiences like in the booth?
When you write on paper, you get a realer feeling.
Okay.
Writing always gives you um more incentive to think deeper, but when you are freestyling on the mic, you get a more natural essence. So the more you
Mm,
practice the craft of the freestyling on the mic, then you will kind of like be able to mesh the two, if that makes sense.
okay, okay. So right now, out of your music catalog, what is Flex Cartel's favorite three songs?
I would say one of them will be the AA song with me and Foggy Raw.
Okay.
Does it have to be out right now?
No, it could be some stuff that we could be geared ready for.
Me and Wale got this reggae, Afro reggae record that I would love
Ooh.
the world to hear. I can't wait for them to hear that.
Okay.
Everybody who hears it, they go crazy and be like, dog, like, we need this.
We need this.
Like, we got people from Def Jam from different labels that just running for that record. I'm just like, I want that to come out this year.
Hey,
Then the last record, I would say by DMV Hooligans with my bro Cooley.
okay. Okay. Okay.
I love all
Okay.
the other records, but you know what I'm saying? Just right now, this is what my heart desires.
Okay. I like that. And I can still I know everybody that's watching is like, please hurry up and drop the
Mhm.
Wale record. But now that you're in a space where you are making music with high caliber artists and now labels are now wanting you, what
Yeah,
does that say to Flex Cartel that first picked up the mic in the first place?
God had a plan.
Hey.
I went to school. I was when I first picked up the mic, actually was going to college out in Allegheny to go transfer over to Frostburg. My financial aid fell through, and when it fell through, I was actually going to school to be a nurse. I'm a people's person. That's
Wow.
why. That's why when you say like you like, you know what I'm saying? That's why I'm so drawn to people. People so drawn to me. I have a nurse's energy or a doctor's energy. You know what I'm saying? Who can
Mm-hmm.
deal with a lot of people. I feel like I'm a healer at some points too. But yeah, I didn't really plan on rapping. So now, because I remember when my friend first came to me, he was like, "Yo, get on this song X, Y, and Z." I was like, "Man, I ain't no rapper." And just like I always talk about, like, bro, in DC, we admire rappers. We admire go-go stars.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Just like Kanye, like where I'm from, the dope boys is the rock star. And it's just like, and I was like, man, I don't want no rap, be no rap. He's like, come on, got on that mic, did that song. He's like, I was like, man, I don't sound that bad actually. So to see where I'm at now and to see how far I've come, like now, at first, I remember this one day I was making these songs and I was just like doing it. It just comes so effortless to me because God made it like that. And I remember I was talking to my brother, I was talking to Cooley, and Cooley was like, I was like, man, this jump, I was like, is this tight? Is this good? And he was like, bro, that's very good. And I was like, man, I don't know, bro. I just feel like that joint just be so easy. It just feel like it's so easy. It's like it seems like it's like dumbed down. And he's like, if you feel like that because it comes easy to you, but that doesn't mean it becomes easy to everybody else. And I was like, dang. Then I started looking at the patterns of like different artists and how I could switch up my flow. Not saying that they can't or they will never be able to, but how I could switch up my flow or switch up, be diverse in my records and stuff like that. I'm like, okay, it is deeper than what I thought. So it's me learning myself too.
And I think we're in a space too where where more people are appreciating versatility, especially because in the music game lately, everybody's been sounding the same. So, and versatility has been something that not everyone's can catch, and people also have to also have a versatile voice because that matters too with your versatility, and you definitely have that. Do you know when that project was where you felt okay enough to try different sounds or different elements of your artistry?
I feel like I've always had that element in me because like my favorite artists, what I was looking up to at the time were the Drakes, the Wale, the Meek Mills and stuff like that. They was creating bodies of work. You know what I'm saying? J.
Mm-hmm.
Cole creating bodies of work. Then I love R&B, Lauryn Hill. Like, you know what I'm saying? The way she mixes singing with rapping and stuff like that. So I always would try to do it. Maybe like at the beginning, it didn't hit on ice like it was supposed to. But I feel like I've always tried to get those elements. That's why I'm able to do it now because, you know, practice makes perfect.
I like that. I like that. So you have been doing so well in your career that now it's transcended to you helping other artists with
Uh-huh.
their career. And you currently have an artist. Tell us more about that.
So my artist Ramsey Renee, shout out Ramsey Renee. She got a project on all streaming platforms. Phases is going crazy right now. She's 17 years old. Um, I actually found her on Instagram. She was on my page actually at first. And I was like, well, I went on her page and started looking, and then I see her with her guitar, and I was like, "Little girl play the guitar." And I was like, "Let me listen to it." I'm listening to it. And I'm saying, "Oh, she started singing while she playing the guitar." I'm like, "Nah, nah, nah. Something's here." And I started to think at my time. At that time, I was like thinking more boss like, and I was like, I need to create a foundation and some longevity for this Flex Cartel story. It just doesn't end here, you know? And I was like, I don't want to pick up like artists that's like plays too much politics in different areas that they can't really get the go and take access to opportunities that they're supposed to. But I knew I could get that out of R&B singer. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, okay, let me I reached out to her through DM, talked to her mom. Me and her mom talked a couple of times. We built a relationship for a while, and then we slowly but surely became a management team for her.
I
Her
like
mom was
that.
already managing her, but like her Ramsey's a very family oriented person, God fearing person as well. So her family is like that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Father's a pastor, so it's just like I had to gain their trust as well. And now we're flourishing. She's had labels interested. She had Capitol Records, people from Rock Nation interested. She's only 17 years old. She's about to graduate next year.
Freaking
We're on
talented.
that.
He's freaking talented. What makes me, I think it's also a sign that what you choose to reflect you has to be good music.
Yes.
And I think that was something very vital with you picking her, is it sets the bar of where, like you said, you're creating this legacy. You want Flex Cartel to be associated with good ass music.
Facts.
When we really got in the booth, we took this serious.
Yeah.
Now, was that always something important to you?
It okay. I would say it was, but wasn't. Because I always thought I was making good music, but then this one day I was in the studio with our day, and I remember we was at his house. It was him and Dre Demir had a house. And
Mm-hmm.
you know Dre Demir too, right? Remember?
Yeah.
So Dre Demir's like, we're in the studios, me, him, Sonny Norway, his producer at the time, and we making these records. And I remember I said something of like a bar. It was like so outlandish though, like as if I was like Little Baby or something. And I remember he paused this Pro Tools and he was like, bro, like I never asked you before we really got in depth in this, like what you really want to rap about? Like what do you want the world to perceive?
Mm.
And I felt like that's the time that it really changed. Cause I was like, okay, I thought I could just say anything because sometimes rappers just say anything, they blow up. Nah, that's not what I want.
Right. It
Yeah.
it goes it coincides to it's funny you say that because Nicki Minaj was just speaking on this in a reference to you want to be remembered for the epic talent that you had. You get what I'm saying? You want to go out knowing you made the best rap list. You made
Exactly.
this list. Like it wasn't just trying to just, catch a hit, get some money and go home. You really took this thing we call rap serious. This thing they call hip hop serious. And I think that goes to why with your management company, you're going to pick artists that reflect that. Because Ramsey could be damn well her can go knowing she's like one of the best R&B singers, to man. You get what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
that also coincides to what you're looking for, and that legacy continues with yours. Um,
Exactly.
what has been that hat like with being a manager? Because now you're so used to being managed. Now you are on the other side. How is that?
Um, it definitely takes a lot of patience. And
Mm.
I feel like I do apologize to my management or anybody who I've dealt with before who I kind of gave them a little headache with certain stuff. But I mean, you do gotta be patient and you gotta know when you get a artist that is basically like you getting a child. Even though Ramsey is a young lady, like no matter if you get a grown man or a grown woman as your artist and you manage them now, they're like your child. You're trying to develop them to be the greatest they can be and go into the world and be successful in hopes that they will take care of you as well. Like you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I
Makes sense.
know um the hat is actually it wasn't that stressful as I thought it would be. And Wale's manager, Wes, shout out Wes, he definitely did foresee this for me because I remember this one day, me and Wale was on the road for like a couple of weeks at one point in time, and it was a lot going on, and it was only me and him able to travel together. And I was handling some of the day-to-day stuff with him as the day-to-day was sick at the time. And I was like, called his business manager, like, bro, why am I doing this? I don't want to do this. I'm an artist. Like da 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 da. He said, I understand it, but you're a part of this team, and we don't let like everybody on this team. So you here, and when it's your turn, you're gonna know exactly what to do. And when it was my turn, I didn't know what to do.
Hey, and can we just pause and give you your flowers just to hear that you was on tour with Wale moving around the country? That's a big freaking deal.
Yes,
That is a big freaking deal for artists from here. That is something that is an inspiration. Artists aspire to be like you. But I want to get back to that word you used. You said patience.
yeah,
And I've always said the great thing about your journey too is you've exuded a lot of patience. and a lot of grace with yourself in this industry. And I think that's something to really be commended, because we're in a microwave era where
Yeah,
people want it tomorrow. People want it shit. People want it in the next
yeah,
5 minutes.
exactly.
So watching your career and watching your journey, um, not only did I see the consistency, but I saw your patience. You didn't bitch. You didn't groan. You got to work, did the work, researched, learned, got better. And that's
Yeah,
just the steps that you completed with your career. And I think that's something to commend again, because
thank you, bro.
patience is something that a lot of these artists need. In addition, and not only patience, grace, because it's
Yeah,
not going to happen tomorrow. This is really, are you made for this? Are you built for this career?
yeah.
And you've really showed that you are. And I think that's something to just continue to applaud you with that. What would you say that patience comes from?
Honestly, I feel like every single thing that I get, period, in life, it comes from God.
Mm.
I remember when I didn't have patience. So you know what I'm saying? I remember when I was moving around too fast and God made me fall on my face just to be like, all right, if you're not gonna sit down, I'm gonna sit you down.
Ooh.
And now think about why I'm sitting you down.
Mm. This flex, just also too, this flex cartel right now just feels so grown, mature, and wise. It's so dope to interview you guys in different spaces, because you see the growth, you hear it,
Yeah.
and it gets me very excited for where you're going to go and what you're going to be. Uh, but speaking of where you're going to go, you're headed on your. We see you traveling. You're getting ready to get on tour.
Yeah, I'm
How
about to
does
be
that
on.
feel?
It feels amazing.
Hey,
I got something big coming up.
hey,
They were just playing my record at the Future Tour the other day. Might have something
hey,
coming up with that. I ain't gonna say too much,
hey.
but y'all stay tuned.
Hey, and what is that experience like, going on stage and just seeing your fans and just feeling the crowd? What is that? What is that like? Because a lot of artists, unfortunately, won't get to experience that.
Man, it's a rush. And as soon as those first words leave my mouth, it just feels like this is where I needed to be. This is where I'm supposed to be all the time.
Hey,
And I'm always grateful for those moments. Every stage that I've ever been on, I feel like I predicted it already. Like I'll be like,
hey.
I want this. I'm like,
Mm,
or I see it beforehand. Like I'll go when I go to Broccoli City Festival. I don't people go to these events and we live two different lives at these events. Even if I'm
mm.
saying, hey, what's up to people and stuff like that. I'm in there like I'm at the festival when I'm not performing. I'm literally talking to God while I'm at the festival, like, God, put me on that stage and let me be able to perform. Thank you, God. I claim it too. I'm like, thank you, God, for letting me do it. Like he already did it. And then it just starts to happen.
I like that. It also speaks to the manifestation and it really working, because we see it's working for you. You're getting bigger, you're going on tour, you're doing great things, you're managing artists, you're making hits, you got
Yeah.
labels wanting you. So I hope people are walking away knowing that manifestation really does work, and it really does speak the message of betting on yourself.
You
And
got to.
really, like, you have to, and especially in a time frame too. Not only is it microwavable phase, but we're also in a comparing your life to others phase.
Yeah. And I'm gonna be real frank. Like anybody who's out there comparing themselves to other people, don't feel bad about yourself by doing that because I'm literally as like as happy and motivated as I might be. I've been one of the people because, like I said, I'm only human. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I had to realize that those things they're not for me. And
Mm.
God, He like everything that was for me. Once I let go of those things, bro, everything just started flowing because you can't battle to have something that you don't even know what it's like. You look at somebody,
Mm.
you want something and you don't even know how they got it. You don't even know what you don't even know if what the way just because they smile right now if they're able to sleep at night.
Ooh, facts. Big facts. Do you scare yourself knowing of like when you talk now and you hear yourself and how mature and wise you sound? Do you ever shock yourself sometimes like, damn, where did that come from?
I do, and sometimes I kind of get scared a little bit, like, dang, if I'm like this right now, like with the more access that I get when God gives it to me, like how brilliant am I? And like I said, it comes with more responsibilities. Like I'm one of God's servants, so I gotta spread his word. So you know what I'm
Mm,
saying? And
fact.
some people might not like that. So that is a little scary, but we gonna have to fight for this one.
Mm, I like that. And so now that you know what you can do and the endless possibilities, what other hats are you looking forward to manifesting?
I'm looking to get into more entertainment as far as film.
That's
So
crazy. I can definitely see that. I can see that.
I've actually already been working on a film, and
Hey,
I'm gonna let it like play itself into motion while I manifest it. But yeah, I do see myself doing that, and I I see myself doing something that later on involves like children with a school or something with a church. Not like me being a pastor, but just me being involved in those realms. Because I love like shout out April and Taraji. You know, Taraji just got her like school in DC not too long ago.
that's really, really, really big. You know what's crazy? Side note is we're kind of related in a way that no one knows this. So her best friend is Tracy J is my cousin, and they run the Boris L. Henson Foundation together with
Yeah.
April.
Oh
So it's
my
like a
God.
small world how that's connected. I try not to, I try not to really use my connections because I am connected either through family or through actual like blood to a lot of like people in the
Yeah.
city that are really making change. But I wanted to make a name for myself and then I can gloat later. So that's
No,
and to that too. Um, that's a testament to you as well. You've made a name for yourself, no matter all the big names that you're attached to. You made sure to make a name for yourself that sticks when those names aren't there. You get what I'm saying? And I think
exactly.
that's something really big. And I think people also should understand that too. How to carve a lane for yourself to where when you are with the big names, you're not smothered by the big names.
Mhm.
You guys come together. You get what I'm saying? And I think that's something dope you've really been able to do for yourself, where they don't just say Wale and them, they say Wale and Flex Cartel. Like,
Exactly.
you get what I'm saying? And I think that's a big deal. And I think that's also to be applauded because we know they are the get with rappers that were just like, they so focused on being with the star that their craft is going to the back burner. And so
Yeah.
I think that's something to, also with watching you to really understand how you move. Like you might even in the future, I'm just throwing this out there, a master class of some sort. Just, especially in the realm of artist development and just like carving a name for yourself. That's just something to think about in the future because a lot of people could learn from you.
I was
So
thinking, yeah, I appreciate that. And I was thinking about something like that. I was thinking about doing a podcast where I could give gems like that. But I'm like, I don't know if I'm in the podcast realm yet. But you know what I'm saying? Or just get like YouTube videos where I just talk about it and just give them like little, just shorts, just giving them little gems. I feel like I might start doing that. But like,
that
you know me,
definitely
bro.
would
You've been
be
knowing me for
lit.
a long time. I am really like I'm a rapper and I am and I be out in public, but like I'm an introvert, outrovert. So it's like, you know what I'm saying?
You sound
Like
like Kiki Palmer. She just said some stuff like that. Please explain to the people that's like, huh? What is that in your terms?
that's like when people see me, just like you say, you're like, yo, your energy's always on, you always like it's always love, everything. And like I understand that there's a mission behind it. So I know, like, dog, this is what I signed up for. So if I come out here with a stink attitude, then who's gonna like me anyways? So I'm like, yeah, what's up, you guys? Da 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 da. And then when I go in the house and I'm by myself, I might be happy as heck that I'm just by myself.
Hey, so I think thanks to you explaining it like you just did, I think you explained half of us. Shit, me too. Like I love going out and being in fellowship with my fellow creators, but staying my ass in the house with some good food and some good Mary Jane, a bottle. This is definitely the move. Like
Yeah, that's what I'm
this is
saying.
definitely the move. But that also lets us know that we are getting older and known that we have been there, done that. So there's
Yeah,
more that we want from life, you know. And if we can't get it, chilling in the house is the best thing.
exactly.
So
World wicked, anyways.
too wicked. But in this new industry of music, how do you stay in your lane and like
Um,
staying true to Flex Cartel?
there's always been me. I focus on like the fun aspect things about life and entertainment and rap and stuff like that. You might
Mm.
hear me talk about a little slick gangster stuff because it's like you can't really come over here and play with us, but we more about lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? We more about happiness, building. We more about the women, empowering the women, making the women feel great while they doing stuff. So I feel like that right there is how I keep myself to be like stay focused in that lane because it's like my lane has always been women. And like I used to throw parties and house parties. It used to be packed out from the front into the house to the back lawn, and we got beer pong, we got all this in the street. It's like Project X type parties. So you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So before I even started rapping, I was already popular, and the girls already liked me. So it was just like nothing changed except for me just starting now putting it on wax with some records.
I like that. Yeah, you do have a crazy women fan base. And that's also amazing to have because women buy music.
You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be in front of the crowd and there's like it's like 10,000 guys. It's like, yeah, I'm like, no, I want to feel like, yeah, can I put one of these beautiful women on stage? Can like, you know what I'm saying? Like
Hey,
that Jodeci effect.
hey. So currently, so we you named your three favorite songs of your discography. Who are currently what is Flex Cartel listening on his Apple playlist?
On my Apple playlist, I'm currently listening to Don't Judge Me, y'all. I mean, you can't judge me, man. It's my music preference. I love R&B. I'm listening to like Brownstone. I'm
Okay,
listening to
that's real music.
LTG. You know what I'm saying? I
Okay,
listen to real music. There's this new kid from DC. He actually opened up on my show the other day that I had a Union stage. This kid named Zay Duce. I really like him. He's a dope R&B singer. Yeah,
okay.
and he's like he's just like doing a lot of he has a great essence. I think that you really going to like when you check him out.
Okay. Well, at this point, I trust every artist you pitch, like, because I love good music. Speaking of Union Stage, what was that experience like? Sold out. I hear it was acclaimed. A lot of people loved it, enjoyed it. It really set the standpoint. What was that experience?
It was really good. I felt dope because it was my first time like really putting something together with me and my team where it was our show. I performed on a lot of shows, but never was like, all right, I'm heading this show, and whatever this show looked like, this is a representation of me. A lot of artists are
Mm,
scared of that,
mm.
and then like you know, we saying we gained on that, so it gave me more confidence. To be like, okay, shoot, well we could sell, we could bring people out. I bet that
Yeah,
we could do
sure
that at the
can.
clubs, but it's a different feeling when you're doing it at a venue where you can't pop a bottle.
Facts. Facts. Hey, and you know what's crazy? It's like a full circle moment because I remember years ago there was a showcase there, and me and you were backstage. You were getting filmed doing something, and like it's just a full circle moment of now you're back there headlining. You're not for a showcase. This is your stuff. You get what I'm saying? So I
Yeah,
think that's a dope full circle moment, and right around the time when we were there the years ago, I think that was when Union States was just first now even getting here in the area.
Facts.
So
I
to
think that
now
was
know
also
that you are
too.
to now know that you are packing it out, that's like really freaking dope. And again, this goes into while I said it's gonna be it gotta be a master class somewhere, somehow. But you mentioned the artists that open up for you. Are there artists that you're currently looking at to possibly add to your management roster?
Um, management roster. No, I'm not looking to really manage any more artists. I'm really just looking to focus on Breaking Ramsey right now.
Got you.
But in the future, in the near future, I will have some type of production company or label where I will sign artists. It takes a lot to manage artists.
I understand. Trust me, I understand. So I usually would ask what's next for Flex Cartel, but honestly, I can tell that there's more touring, there's more music, there's more dopeness for your artists. There is film and a lot more to come. So I don't even have to ask what's next. I could just say I could tell that there's more greatness coming, and we should just stay tuned and get in our seats and be ready to enjoy the show.
Exactly.
But
'Cause go ahead.
yeah, before I let you go, I want to play the game with you again. Of course, you know, either or, I'm going to give you two legends. The person you say stays, the person you don't say goes.
Okay.
Tupac or Biggie?
Does it go like their whole music catalog, or they just like go period?
They're gone, period. They didn't even make music. They don't even exist. The person you say stays. And I'm going to give you two flex passes.
Two flex passes.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna flex pass that one.
Damn, out the gate.
Cause
Okay.
I need my legends, man. We can't do nothing without them legends, man.
Okay. Jay-Z or Nas?
I'm gonna go, I'm gonna keep Jay, man.
Okay.
I
Jay
love
stays.
Nas though.
Okay. Jay stays. Kendrick Lamar or Drake?
I'm gonna keep Drake.
Okay. Okay. J. Cole or Eminem?
I really used to listen to Eminem as a kid a lot. And Eminem is a good rapper, but I'm gonna go with J. Cole.
J. Cole. Okay. J. Cole stays. Okay. 2 Chainz or Future?
Ooh, that's a nice one. I'm gonna go with Future because they just played my song over there.
Hey. Okay. Let's do Gunna or Little Baby.
I'm gonna go with Lil Baby.
Okay. Andre 3000 or Common?
Ooh, that's a good one, man. But you know I gotta go with three stacks. Three stacks, that
Three
man.
stacks. Okay, okay. One more for the fellas. Lil Wayne or Kanye West?
Ooh, that one hit deep, bro. Um, mm, dang. I love Weezy. I'm gonna get rid of Weezy.
Okay, Weezy stays. Let's
I'm
switch
gonna
to
get
the
rid of Weezy and I'm gonna keep Easy. I'm gonna say I know Kanye's not in the favorite poll of the people right now. I'm gonna give you a reason why I said that. The reason why I say Yeezy over Weezy. Weezy's way more influential on my life. But I feel like to the people, without the BS that came along with it, Kanye influenced the people way more.
Mhm.
So
Okay.
yeah,
Okay,
because I could
okay.
learn a lot of the art from music from both of them. They both gave me different aspects of how to make music for body of art.
Okay, okay. So
Yeah.
let's move on to the ladies.
Okay.
Uh Cardi B or Megan Thee Stallion?
Um, I'm gonna use a flex pass because both of them beautiful women are in relationships, and I want to respect those women's boyfriends and husbands.
Ah, here you go, being a gentleman. Okay.
I know, I
Let's
know, I know them too. Coming up personally too. So you know what I'm saying? Trying to be
I
like, man, we
got you.
trying to look at my girl.
Well, no, in this aspect, musically, who's
Oh,
staying and who's
musically,
going?
Oh, you say for later? Okay, my bad. All right, bet. Musically, I'm gonna keep Cardi.
Okay. Okay.
I love Big,
Ice
but keep Cardi. Cardi.
Ice Spice or Lotto?
I'm gonna keep Lotto.
Okay, okay. Nikki or Remy?
I'm gonna keep Nicki.
Okay, okay. Little Kim or Trina?
In some way or form, I just feel like in a little bit of a way, like I know they came around at the same time. I feel like, but Trina's like a little bit of the stem of Kim. I feel like I'm gonna keep Kim.
Kim, okay. Eve or Foxy Brown?
Easy Eve, y'all.
Okay. Last
Yeah.
one. Last one. Missy Elliott or Left Eye?
Then how you gonna do that?
I mean, since you chose between Cardi and Megan, you still have a flex pass.
Yeah, I'm gonna flex past that one because Long Live Left Eye and Missy Misdemeanor Elliott. Like, come on, man.
The
Timberland, we
GOAT.
got they close. It's close to hometown, so we still rapping them.
Okay, okay, okay. Ladies and gentlemen, this was the one, the only Flex Cartel. Please let them
Yeah.
know where they can follow you and where can they find you at.
Follow me on all social medias, all streaming platforms at Flex Cartel. That's Cartel with a KKRTL, man. La
Hey,
Familia Mafioso.
hey. So I like to end them off with just some goodness. What's one motto you live by?
Put God first.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Conversations with the Media Prince. Be out. I welcome you. Conversations with the Media Prince.